Good evening, everyone, and we are finally back to Hooklines, and we're also back on the ship. So, for tonight, we have prepared uh, Novorossiysk commits mitosis. There is a new bundle of crates and a new ship. French commits a funny, and what was the last topic? Oh, on the war. So to start off, we have the new crates for the 9th anniversary. This we usually won't be doing this, but yeah, thought we could mention this. So, there has been a new bundle of crates containing from weapons to the new ship. Could you remind me, Fire? What's the name of that thing? What's its name?
Wyvern.
Oh, thank you, Timtim, the Wyvern. Oh, I forgot to mention, right? We're gonna do this a little bit like more. We're gonna try and do like a little more like emotionally like charged thing. Like we're gonna try and like be more energized rather than usual because we're like usually like very silent or like very very like downtown people. And also, yeah, Papyrus isn't joining us today again either. I have no clue why he has missed out on the last two broadcasts, but nothing to do
I
about
think
that.
Papyrus should be here in spirit. We should just get like a little card cut out of Papyrus, throw it on the screen, and somewhere in the ship, and it'll be perfect.
You want to put like a little candle on a picture of
Yeah,
him.
yeah. When you like editing it, you can just like throw the cardboard cut, like you just plop it in right here and put like a boop sound effect.
Yeah, could be funny. Okay, so yeah, the Wyvern. By the way, these crates last like till tomorrow, at least on the premium store. So yeah, try to get them now or before the market implode. Before the market implodes, and they all go like quadruple in price. That's about enough. Now, to let our new host, Mr. Fire, shine a little bit, why don't you tell us about the coup, Fire?
Well, I was gonna link onto markets, but the coup is probably more interesting. I don't want to bore everyone with economics for a while. So you wonder about the coup? It was I'll explain where it started. So there's a group of people called the Iffins, kind of like a Roblox clan. All have like Iffin on the end of the name, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they had some disagreements with Jungle since they're like quite an old dynasty. They're all officers in Whitecrest, and since they had disagreements with Jungle, like it just kind of escalated. Then actually one day, a few days ago, there was some huge argument in Highcombe I heard. First, basically, just thought it was a good idea. He thought, hey, I have two Highcombe who are Iffins. I have myself. I have like 6 officers who are Iffins. So he decided it would be a great time to stage a coup. But however, they knew there was going to be a coup for days, and they got like both sides started like recruiting a lot of people from like pirate crews and other navies to join as like crewmen to help with the coup. But
If I'm not wrong,
it didn't work because
if I'm not wrong,
look,
your
ignore my
crew.
coffin. I was
Right,
about to say the whole reason the coup didn't work, like it's going to be so like anticlimactic, but it's because First didn't even bother to check he was war eligible before staging the coup, which he would have probably won.
So essentially, nepotism got the better of Whitecrest for the 600th time,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah. First just decided to be a little idiot and try to coup without realizing that he isn't. Either that or not hate him, which is probably the latter since if the Evans did take over Whitecrest, then I do think it's highly likely that the faction wouldn't do too great since they would basically remove like King Jungle, Admiral Little Noob. Prowse would probably leave. So yeah.
Yeah, we should ask Noob about his opinion on this whole matter. He has been on the we tried to get him on the show before, but we couldn't get him.
Oh, I'll ask him if he can hop on the show right now if you want.
Now we should be fine for now. Let's not bother the now Admiral Little Noob.
Yeah, Jungle and Little Noob, like 2 peas in a pod, now running the Navy. Very well. Well from what I've seen. Very well.
Yeah, but no, that was the entire shenanigans that were going on Whitecrest. It's hilarious to be honest. And now, little note: French is now on our navy. He got exiled.
Oh yeah, first got Junction over.
Yeah. He is. What rank is he? Timtim. What rank is he now?
He's a lieutenant, Timtim, but first is captain.
Oh no, yeah, I was asking Timtim if he could like give me okay, yeah, no, yeah. Fridge is now an MBN captain somehow, but that should be about it. For our third
Yeah,
topic
first got
today.
the free rank of all time.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but for the third topic of today, we're not gonna go too deep into this, but since our like last broadcast, which was in essentially like mid of like last month, the Proshovia and Inyola wars have gone like they have developed into quite the situation right now. Because essentially we have somehow managed to beat back Proshovia. Inyola is also at the gates, and it's a bit of a tricky situation right now because of the entire rebellion thing, which we'll be talking about in a second. But next week we'll be covering the war in depth. We'll be covering both sides of Proshovia and Inyola, which we are finally at war with Inyola, which works as a nice connector to the other topic that is the entire rebellion thing. If you saw our replacement newspaper for the broadcast of like 2 weeks ago, we spoke about how about the Nova Rebellion, of how Vice Admiral Tatsu coup the Setijirudu government and Admiral Ali Khan.
Aligat?
Yeah.
Oh, we said that at the same time. It's a funny coincidence.
Yeah, but yeah, the old Novan government has been overthrown, and now the rebellion have instated a vice admiral as the vice admiral
Multi-dictatorship.
Tatsu. Yeah, essentially it has all turned into a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Tatsu is now the supreme admiral of Nova. We have not had a supreme
Supreme
admiral
Admiral.
for like a year or so, I believe, was the last time we had a
Man, I
military
just love the idea of Supreme Admirals. Just so dystopian sounding, but I love it.
Yeah.
Like,
And both the ex-admiral Alikat and Didgeridoo had been shot. We have no clue what they have done with the bodies, and now apparently their family members are in the navy or something. We have no clue on how that.
no, didn't Alicat's family release didn't Alicat's family release like memoir saying that like they were very sorry for the actions that their son had partaken in, that he's left to become a banana farmer in Mallorca or something, and he's like to retire from public life.
I thought he got. I thought they got both shot and guillotined in the town square.
What's the quiet part? That's the quiet part. You don't say that aloud. You say that he's retired to become a banana farmer or something.
Well, I'm
Because
sorry.
you can't just say it like.
I didn't get the memo. I mean, we're not state sponsored. We can say what we want.
Well, we can say whatever we want until the state watches us. That is.
It's the Supreme Admiral even aware of our existence? I don't think so. Is he? But yeah, essentially.
No, the Supreme Admiral knows we exist.
Yeah, but he probably doesn't care about us. But getting back into topic, essentially now Nova has broken off from the Empire of Inyola, and it's independent and back to its old alliance with our mortal enemy, the White Crustians. Because yes.
Indeed.
And we've actually decided to actually engage with the Inyolans now. We have fought about 2 battles with them right now. There's a few people that already got the war shields for fighting Inyola. But yeah, essentially in the last 2 weeks, Whitecrest almost killed itself. Nova's back together. The market is imploding. And that's about it. Oh well, and the war still goes on.
Oh.
How long have we been at war? Since the start of the year we've been at war, haven't we? Like.
Are we forgetting one more thing?
I don't think we're forgetting anything, are we?
I thought there was one more thing that I was gonna mention.
Oh, what were you gonna mention?
Oh, let me think. Oh yeah, also Whitecrest has been like, yeah, there's been a bit of an exodus from Whitecrest after first lost the coup. They've lost 2 officers, they've lost 1 high comm, first. they're probably going to have a couple of more people leave.
That's quite the sad thing. And I thought White was getting for the was trading for the better now that Sack is gone.
I mean, to be totally fair, like Zach knew that he was going to go someday, and he kind of handled his exit like rather well by like making sure that he had like a clearly like defense successor.
But I mean, like ever since he has left, like I feel like everything has gotten better for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of you want to add anything onto onto today's broadcast? Any of you?
Oh, no, I have nothing else to speak of apart from that.
Okay, I don't think Champ has anything to add. So then, join us again next week for our in-depth broadcast about the 424 war. This has been Hooklines. Have a good night. Goodbye.